Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. In today's video, we're looking at some Jefferson nickels that are worth money. We'll look at different mint errors on these coins that can give them some value. So don't forget to go check out couchcollectibles.com where we have coin microscopes and other coin collecting supplies as well. And I just released a coin ebook. You could purchase that and download it instantly to your phone or your iPad or your computer. However you prefer to download it, feel free to go check it out. Link is always below every single video. Alright, so let's just hop right into it. Now this first image here is going to be a no date. We're going to be looking at no dated Jefferson nickels here that have mint errors. All kinds of different mint errors going on here. Alright, so for this first nickel here, it has a 50% brockage obverse and it's been broadstruck. Wow, look at that. That is pretty awesome. Absolutely love unique types of errors like this. This coin here sold for around $125. Now here's a similar type of error. It is a broadstrike with a partial brockage. And this coin here sold for around $50. And again, this is no date as well because you can't see the date because of the mint error on it. Now this next Jefferson nickel has a die break. So it has a cud there where the date would be. So the cud is over the date. You can look for cuds on all kinds of different coins. Some are going to be smaller, some can be much larger than this. The larger ones and the placement of where they're at depends on how much you can actually get for them. But this coin here did sell for around $45. So, honestly, probably cost more to grade that coin maybe. I don't know if it would be worth it to grade that one. Now here is a Jefferson nickel that has been double struck with the second strike being 90% off center, as we see here on the right side of the coin. And then we see that here on the reverse as well. This nickel here only sold for around $45. But here's a little bit more expensive one. This Jefferson nickel has a partial die adjustment strike. So we've looked at a lot of different die adjustment strikes in some of my previous videos. Of course, you can look for these on not just nickels, but other coins as well. And this nickel sold for around $280. Alright, so here's another one of my favorite types of errors. It is a capped die. So struck through a capped die. This Jefferson nickel was. I have one of the Lincoln Cents 1982 that was struck through a late stage capped die. So wow, that is pretty awesome. We see the reverse looks normal. This coin sold for around $60. Next up, here's another cap die error. This one a little more extreme here. We see that we have the reverse design, and then we can see the reverse design coming through here on the front of the coin. We do not have the obverse design. This nickel here sold for around $65 as a result of that mint error. Now here's just another example of one of those. Obverse struck through a capped die. This coin here sold for around $120. Next up is going to be a reverse die cap. Again, this one a lot more extreme. And because of that mint error, this nickel sold for over $160. I think we're done with the cap dies. We're going to move on here to another no dated Jefferson nickel that has been struck 15% off center, and it also has a clipped planchet. So we got a couple different errors going on there. This coin sold for around $65 as well. Now this next coin is a Jefferson nickel that sold for over $100, and it has a reverse half of two planchets that were struck together. So that's pretty cool. We don't see the obverse design as a result of that. And this coin, like I said, sold for around $100. Now here is a huge broadstrike taking place. Wow, look at that. 90% uniface. Wow. That is that's pretty extreme there. Although this coin did only sell for around $110, it's still pretty cool to just sit there and look at if you have it in your collection. Here is another unique type of error. This coin here sold for around $270, and it was because it was struck on a 10-cent planchet. We also have double obverse indents on this coin as well, so we can see the reverse design of the Jefferson nickel struck on this Roosevelt dime planchet, and we also see the indents here on the front of the coin where we are missing the obverse design of the Jefferson nickel. Like I said, $270 for that coin. Here is another no dated nickel that has been double struck, the second strike being 65% off center. I really like this one. That one looks pretty cool. It's really unique. This coin here sold for over $6 $100. Moving on to another nickel that has been struck off center. It's been struck 5 times. Wow, look at that. That is incredible. This coin here sold for around $790, nearly an $800 error coin. Now here's a coin that's been struck off center on a silver 10-cent planchet. So a silver dime planchet is what this Jefferson nickel design was struck on, and it was struck on it off center. So it only weighs 2.4 grams, and this coin sold for around $550. Next up is a coin that looks like it's damaged. However, this nickel design was actually struck on a 1-cent planchet, and because of that, this coin sold for around $200. Can't beat that. Here's another example of a nickel being struck on a 1-cent planchet, basically a Jefferson nickel design being struck on a Lincoln planchet. This coin also sold for around $200. Now this one's a little more unique. It wasn't struck on a 10-cent planchet or a Lincoln cent planchet, a 1-cent planchet. This was actually struck on a Philippines 10 centimos planchet. So wow, that's pretty cool. Struck on a foreign planchet. And this coin sold for over $250. Here's another no data Jefferson nickel that has a saddle double strike. Look at that. We've shown saddles in previous videos, and then of course we've shown tons of different double strikes, but this is pretty unique. This coin sold for around $125. Alright, so this one's pretty cool. We struck on a split planchet, so we see the reverse design here. Don't see the obverse design. This nickel sold for around $115. Now we've looked at double strikes, but in this case, this is a triple strike. So this coin's been triple struck. Again, we're not finding stuff like this in coin rolls. Be pretty much impossible almost. But this coin did sell for around $300. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.